episode.
Welcome to Paint the Chat podcast. Presented by Blockade Media. Now, here are your hosts, the big swinger, Mr. Robin Vogt, and fast on the bases, Mr. Sean Michaud.
He's a big spark plug.
Play ball.
Hey!
Play ball.
Play ball! Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Paint the Chat podcast, episode 4 here live to you on this lovely, beautiful Thursday. There's my co-host, Sean Michaud on the other side. Sean, how's it going?
Hello. Welcome. I'm ready to talk some sports today.
Oh, yes, we are ready to chat some sports, and we have some hot topics, some breaking news from Ken Rosenthal in the Major League Baseball world, so we'll bring that up at some point. However, Sean, you want to kick this off.
But we have something new that we want to maybe start if you want to do this. We'll see how this goes, if people like this or not. First of all, this is not my idea. I've still people have done this idea.
What do you mean it's not your idea?
Okay. Question: how do you feel about logos, Robin?
How do I feel about logos? So I like logos. They're usually quite colorful. Sometimes they're a little bit too minimalist, but logos are a lot of fun and are a lot of fun.
Well, we're gonna start out with the blind rankings today.
Ooh, okay. Blind ranking on something?
On NBA logos, and I picked 5 today, and there's no in particular orders. Okay,
I have my pad ready, just in case.
Ready for the first one?
Yeah. Fire away, my friend.
The current Houston Rockets logo. What are you putting it? It's blind ranking, so you have to make a choice, and you can't go back once we go to the next one.
Shit.
Yes.
Damn it. You're right.
Just think. What do you think I'm going to throw out?
All right. So you got 5-1, right?
I have 5. This is the first one. In no particular order.
Current Houston Rockets. Okay.
Where are you placing it?
Let's put it at number 4.
Okay. Ready for the next one?
Rockets. Yeah, let's fire away.
I mean, I like it. I mean, it's not my favorite.
Sure.
I probably put it out there, maybe a little lower. Who knows?
Yep.
But now you can't change it.
Damn it.
Okay.
Fuck?
How about the old Golden State Warriors logo?
This one. Don't be doing this to me. Don't be doing this.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Because I don't know what the fuck the other ones are. So
I know this is the fun of it. You don't know, and people in the comments, if we have comments yet.
Yeah, pop in the comments, guys. Where would you put out of 5 the old Golden State Warriors? Do you have that image still? You got that image still?
Yes.
The Golden State Warriors. Yeah, show the good folks that. Yeah, that's the Super Warrior Man logo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, Sean? I'm gonna put Super Warrior Man of the 90s at number 3.
Number 3, there we go.
I think there's a shittier one out there. I don't know why, but that's just
me.
You
think?
I think so. I think. Okay,
how about we're going to go back to old school again. Ready for another old school?
Yep.
The 90s Memphis Grizzlies logo.
Stop. So that was from the move from the Vancouver Grizzlies to the Memphis Grizzlies, yes. And they switched it up. God fucking damn it.
Yeah, I tripped you up with the Rockets first, and then it's like, oh, go back to the old logos.
This is so unfair.
This is how the game works.
You know what? Put it at number 2 for me. Put it at number 2.
Oh, okay.
There's a better one and there's a worse one out there. A better one and a worse one.
Okay.
200%.
How about, again, going back to the old school, one of my favorite logos.
Okay.
That's Toronto Raptors logo.
See, this is tough because now I've wedged myself in between this sandwich.
So you have 1 and 5.
And 5.
That's a dangerous situation.
You know what? The Toronto Raptors that's a good one. It's classic. They kind of brought back the Raptor look. It's all over the jerseys
but
now.
Is it a 5? In your blind rankings, do you think it's a 5 or is it a 1?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it at a 1. I'm gonna put it at number 1 because I just think it's iconic, and I don't know what the fuck number 5 is gonna be.
Well, this is kind of funny.
Oh, don't.
Can you want to guess what you think I'm putting up?
So are you gonna put up the Brooklyn Nets? Oh no, you didn't.
You messed
you
up.
Motherfucker. No, you didn't. Oh.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
The New Jersey freaking Nets at number 5 now.
See,
you know
I
what,
like to
Sean?
mess things up.
You know what? Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
See, this is the
oh man,
this is the glory of blind rankings. Now as a Nets fan, you wish that was a little higher than the Rockets.
Just a little bit, actually. You know what?
It's a better. See, personally, I would put the Rockets at 5.
Yeah, the Rockets. That was number 4. I just thought maybe there was something worse than that.
See, my ranking. So my ranking would be the Raptors, then the Grizzlies, the Nets, the Warriors, and then the Rockets. I'm not a fan of the Warriors one.
Okay.
I honestly love the new. I like the new one. I think
you like the incorporation of the Golden Gate State.
I do.
Like that.
I do. I'm not saying that's cool, but it's like it's too cheesy, that one.
Gotcha. Yeah, and the original 90s style Golden State Warriors, I mean, they were playing in Oakland at that time, correct? So it was a little bit more of an Oakland style.
Yeah.
You know, you had the Raiders there. You had a bunch of folks still in Oakland at the time. So, yeah, that's a fun game, man. I like that.
Yeah.
Next week, I'll do the blind ranking for you.
Oh my god, I can't wait. I can't wait to mess up. See, we don't have to do just logos. We can do anything. So
do anything. Yeah, you can do your
just surprise me. This is what blind rankings are for.
You know, I mean, I'm already starting to think of blind ranking alongside like favorite broadcasters of all time.
Oh,
like
yeah.
That'd be a good one.
We could get cooking in the kitchen with these.
I mean, my number 5 is obviously Tony Romo. I mean, right off the bat. Because, you know, every 5 seconds he's on that broadcast, he's freaking like, here we go, Jim. Like every 5 seconds, something's happening in the game. So we'll see.
Mine would probably be number 1, probably be Vince from the Dodgers.
Ooh, yeah.
My personal
Vince Scully.
Vince Scully, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Joe Buck, I would imagine, would be up there for you too. Harry Reynolds. Harold Reynolds.
Harold Reynolds. Jerry Remy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's.
Okay. Yeah. Next.
That's blind rankings.
Yes.
Next down the road. So, Sean, we had some breaking news that came through not too long ago.
Yes.
Speaking of the baseball world, not a good thing happening here. I mean, good for Shohei at the end of the day.
Yeah. Literally 10 minutes ago, you told me that Otani's interpreter. They found out is actually what happened with the gambling thing. So it was true.
Yeah, it was. It was true. Ken Rosenthal and some Major League Baseball insiders reported that Shohei Ohtani's interpreter there's actual audio evidence now of him making a call to a bank to grab money and actually impersonating Shohei Ohtani's voice over the phone to the bank to get the cash in order to make bets. This is not good. This is not good for the interpreter.
That just breaks trust with Ohtani. We don't know if he were really. I know they're interpreted. I don't know if they were friends at all, but
I would imagine so.
Yeah, that would break Ohtani's trust. But I don't think Ohtani would have done it anyways for jeopardize that for his career. Even though he's getting more money playing baseball than gambling. So it's like
right
with that big contract from the Dodgers.
Yeah. Well, big contract from the Dodgers that's being deferred over the next 15 years, essentially. So
Yeah,
he's only getting a certain amount right now.
No, yeah, I know, but still,
it's a big contract. Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
It's a big contract at the end of the day. Sean, my concern though is like, what is baseball going to do going forward when it comes to interpreters? When it comes to people from Japan, Spain, international interpreters. I mean, but this is a hard one to do a background check on, right?
I mean, I'm sure they do that for
intention
too. Yeah, they're gonna do.
I mean, this is a rare case, right? Like this is a super rare case. I don't think we should be concerned about it, but I'm not sure we're ready to just do something about it yet on the level of It's really concerning.
It's a tough thing to deal with, I think, but
I mean,
I think Ohtani is just moving forward now and just playing, and then I don't know how they're going to deal with the gambler or the interpreter. So,
I guess the thing that concerns me, I think about Roki Sasaki coming into the majors now, and some of these other Japanese ball players and international players that are coming in, who they're trying to learn the language, they're trying to learn the currency, they're trying to understand, American culture. I mean, I come from the perspective of, hey, if Japanese players are coming to play in the major leagues, I think some American players should take some credit on their ends. And what I mean by credit is take some college courses in Japanese and learn some Japanese as well.
Right.
To welcome Japanese and international players to their teams. I think there are some players who have done that over the years. I know Teoscar Hernandez on the Dodgers has been great about teaching Spanish to the rest of the team.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
I'm sure Ichiro was teaching almost the Spanish.
In
Japanese
Seattle?
Throughout his career in Seattle and the Marlins.
Absolutely.
So
we just don't hear it talked about. And I think
I'm sure Ohtani's teaching his Mookie Betts maybe Japanese. Who knows?
Man, Mookie Betts in
he can do anything.
Unit. He really can. He absolutely can.
So
just wanted to throw that. Yeah, just wanted to throw that headline out there that I came through recently, and keeping it on to Major League Baseball and everything going on there. Reports surfacing today that New York Mets may be out on Pete Alonso officially,
and so he might go to another blue team. And I wish the red team, but it seems like it's not happening. Seems like he's going to Blue Jays in Toronto. So,
a lot of reports are pointing to Pete Alonso signing a contract and having discussions. I'm not saying sign a contract. I'm not going to put that out there just yet because it sounds like these are preliminary discussions. My other thought too is, Sean, let me know your thoughts on this. This could be a Scott Boras move. This could be like, hey, New York Mets, unless you get to that $100 million, $150 million for the next 3 to 4 years, we're going to sign this deal with the Blue Jays. It could be a little bit of Scott Boras playing the threat, the if you want Pete back, then you're going to have to lay out the cash because we're ready to go to Toronto with Anthony.
I was going to say, just like the situation when Mookie left Boston, he wanted a bunch of money because he's getting $1 million for. He's like, oh, I'm going to go to the Dodgers, I think.
Right.
But it was like different because Mookie is younger than Pete, and Pete's getting in his 30s, not mid 30s. So
Pete's I think Pete's in his late 20s.
Isn't he?
I believe. No, Pete's got a little bit of time left. I think that's kind of.
No, he's 30.
He's 30. He just turned 30, I think.
Yeah.
So he's close to our ages. Yeah. No, it's. I mean, listen, with the way baseball is right now. So we'll have to just wait and see. One of the things we talked about before we went live here, folks, Sean and I, is we said, what's going to happen to Vladdy Jr. if Pete comes up and wants to play first base? Vladdy could go play third in DH, but I think Vladdy likes to. Yeah,
I mean, honestly, if they want, it's like we thought that the Sox were going to go out and get Pete, but maybe they'll do a big trade or have Vladdy coming to the Sox.
I mean, that's definitely out there.
It's possible, but I don't know if that's what happened. I mean, I would love to see him there, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, are the Sox done? Do we know that the Sox are done doing trades and signing guys? Because we're
I feel like I've
4 to
seen
5
nothing.
weeks out.
I feel like I've seen nothing with the Red Sox.
What's Breslow up to? Like, I just don't know.
I don't know. They're like not making any moves, but like we know how the Red Sox are. They don't make moves, so that they do the very last minute. Like especially that big blockbuster trade that we had back in like 2017, 2016, whatever. With who was it? The pitcher that we.
Oh, Chris Sale.
Yeah.
Like Sale came to the Sox. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
like the very last minute before the trade deadline.
It always seems to be the Chicago White Sox too. It always seems like those deals are coming through because that was the one that sent Andrew Benintendi right to the White Sox.
Now look there.
Talk about a franchise that needs a full on. Listen, you and I could go to a White Sox game in Chicago for $2 if we wanted to. Just say we've been to. Right,
hey,
we've been there.
Going to all baseball stadiums is on my bucket list, so we might get a trip out of it.
Make a trip out of it. Yeah, that sounds good. Southwest Airlines 2-way flight from Boston, and then go see a game out there. I mean, if you go see a Red Sox versus White Sox game, the Red Sox are probably going to win 14-1.
Yeah,
in that case, Jaron Duran could hit like 3 home runs. But hey. You know who's on the White Sox now is your boy Bobby Dahlbeck. So I don't know. Maybe Bobby's going to bring the big stick to Chicago. I don't know.
I mean, he'll be if they play in Fenway, that'd be good. But if the other way, I mean, Bobby knows.
Are you saying?
Fenway. Bobby knows.
Are you saying that Bobby's? Are you saying that Bobby's going to be in AAA? Are you saying he's not even going to make it back to the majors?
Maybe no. I'm just saying players that stay on their team for a long time or just know the park better than them. So
that's fairly true. That's absolutely
like if you look at different stats, like you can see that like by different ballparks how they play.
Speaking of ballparks and how they play, the Astros, they used to have that fantastic outfield center field with the little raised spot in center field, which was awesome, and seeing guys try to climb the hill in order to make pop fly catches near the wall. Years and years of just watching center fielders try to make those catches. But you know what? Their biggest thing is third base. And the recent discussions have been that Alex Bregman and the Astros, right? That's the new name. The Astros. I don't know what I said. The Houston Astros, the Astros.
Astro? So we're not sponsored.
We're not. We're definitely not sponsored. Please do. Alex Bregman and the Houston Astros are back in talks quietly behind the scenes. For Alex Bregman to put on this big of a show and then be like, yeah, I'll go back to Houston would really freaking suck. Yeah. What is he going to get? What is he going to get out of that? Because the Astros really don't have anybody else on that squad. Altuve's getting older, George Springer.
I don't know.
What are we doing?
I don't know. The last few years they have not been good, but I mean they've been good, but they don't make it all the way like what they used to. But
is it fair to say, Sean, that they are the same old Stros again? They're the same old Stros.
Not really. I think they're
not the best team in Texas. They're not the best team in Texas. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
I feel like the Texas Rangers are the better team in Texas right now.
Right now, yeah. But I'm not saying they're not the last team. Like, they're good. They're, like, right in the middle of the lineup in terms of, in my opinion, of rankings, how good teams are. They're, like, right in the middle. Not the same ballpark right now where the Cubs are. I don't know what the Cubs are doing, but, like.
They're contesting. I think the Cubs are going to have a chance here to challenge Milwaukee in the NL Central. I really do.
I mean, Milwaukee's a better team right now, but
yeah, But I mean, the Cubs. I would like to see the Cubs back in the postseason.
I mean, I would love to as well, but not at the. Not
You are not feeling it.
I said not if Milwaukee's doing better.
No chance if Milwaukee's doing better. Yeah, I mean, we talked about it last episode about the NL Central, and I mean, your Pittsburgh Pirates, Sean. I mean, it seems like I thought they weren't done yet. I thought for sure my Mets would get an offer to bring Starling Marte back to the Pittsburgh Pirates. I thought that was going to happen, and it still could.
I wish that would happen.
Just imagine
McCutchen Marte the last time.
Oof.
Before McCutchen
Reynolds
retires.
Out there, Brian Reynolds. I mean, you got
just picture this: Andrew McCutchen, final year of the Pirates, they win the World Series.
Oh, Pittsburgh Pirates in the World Series would be something else, wouldn't it? They have the best freaking ballpark in the entire league.
It's one of my favorite ballparks after Fenway, of course, but just like it's so beautiful.
Yep,
I'm surprised we never gone to Pittsburgh. I mean, we were right there. We were right down in Philly. Why did we ever go to Pittsburgh?
Another 4-hour drive west. Yeah, we would have been. We would have been in Pittsburgh for sure. Yeah, no, I mean that's something to think about for our ballpark tour, right? I think Pittsburgh's a good one to do.
Yeah.
But I'll be curious to see. I'll be curious to see what happens there. Pete Alonso possibly to the Blue Jays. Bregman possibly back to the Houston Astros. The Red Sox, we don't know what the fuck is going on there. The Mets, we don't know what the fuck is going on there.
Can we just move on and we don't know with anything with the Red Sox and the Mets.
There's no news to report in that area.
I don't know. Hope maybe in a couple of weeks we'll see more news and then we'll be happy about it for our teams. But
I would very much like that.
But speaking of postseason stuff, football.
Yes, indeed. Last week,
every team I said so far in the history of this podcast, they keep losing. Every team I picked.
What is going on?
The Ravens, the Packers, the Lions. Who else did I say?
Yeah. You had the Los Angeles Rams.
Rams lost, and the Lions lost, and then Packers and Ravens lost. So I was like, okay, can I pick this time again, please? Can I win this time?
So that brings us to a new little segment we have. I'm very excited about this. You guys have been following it across X when it comes to game time and everything else across social media. You want to know who we got going up this weekend. It's time for PTC. That's right, Sean. We have a full slated weekend, specifically on Sunday, AFC Championship game and NFC Championship game. Here is the rundown. We will make our picks for everybody here. And then, of course, we will share them this weekend on X and across social media so that you can be well informed about who Sean will pick and who will actually win for Sean on Sunday. That is the ultimate goal. Sean, I have no idea. Who you got?
I have no idea.
So let's lay it out on the line, Sean. 3:00 p.m. on Sunday on Amazon Prime. This is going to be Amazon Prime is in the Amazon game, Prime. Oh, God. Which is interesting. We have the.
Is it all both teams playing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Both games on Prime, or is it?
I believe the other one is on CBS. That's the 6:30 game. But I don't know. It could be reversed too. It could be Prime at night and then CBS during the day. I can never get those correct on that. However, the 3:00 game.
Yeah, I'm probably going to forget about the Amazon Prime because I don't watch sports on Amazon Prime. I'm going to try to watch it, hopefully.
Listen, I don't know what the stats were for Thursday Night Football on Prime. I know Herb Street is a really good commentator, and Al Michaels, of course, over there. Do you believe in miracles? Yes. He's over there. Philadelphia Eagles versus Washington Commanders, 3:00 p.m. on Sunday. Sean, the money line has moved because Mr. Jalen Hurts, a quarterback, he's still battling an issue with his right leg, I believe, his ankle side. Got caught up on a defensive lineman in the Rams game, and he's just been kind of hobbling. He was limited in practice. during the week here, and the Eagles might be without him as of right now. I don't think he'll be out necessarily at all. I know that's been kind of floating around.
It depends.
But
honestly, I was going to pick the Eagles, but after hearing this, it all depends if he's going to play or not.
Yeah,
it's very important. Like we saw the Eagles play against who do they?
the Rams. Yeah,
Rams, and
yeah,
it was a close game, but we know Jalen Hurts had a better game than the Rams quarterback.
Oh, Stafford. Yeah,
yeah.
Yep.
Who's the Commanders?
They got Jaden Daniels at quarterback, who's been absolutely phenomenal. This is his rookie season here. He's been fantastic, protecting the ball, running the ball, just moving that offense at a good clip. I mean, he has the chance here to really do something a rookie quarterback has not done.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. The 6-point spread is tough.
I know. I mean, I like the Eagles.
Think about it as Jalen Hurts. If Jalen Hurts is even a little banged up for this game and he doesn't run the ball as much and they rely on Saquon Barkley to run the ball, who do you got? That's how I'm kind of judging this.
Honestly, probably the Commanders.
Yeah, you'll take the 6 points for the Commanders.
I will, just because of that. If Hurts was actually not hurt and playing very well, Eagles all the way. I mean,
yeah.
Like, I'm not a Philadelphia fan of any sports at all. I mean, the one I can tolerate is the Eagles. I like the Eagles.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Yep.
But I think just because of that, because Jalen's hurt. So.
Yeah. Sean, I'm going to get a lot of hate on our social media. There's probably some folks right now who are watching from Eagles Nation, from Fly Eagles Fly.
They're probably hating me too because I said I could tolerate them. So I didn't say I like them. I could tolerate them.
Are you like Jared Verse of the Rams, who was like, the Eagles fans make me sick?
I mean, I like Jalen Hurts. He's a good quarterback. So,
yeah.
I mean.
Hey, wow.
He's a great quarterback.
He was the quarterback of your Alabama Crimson Tide. Hold on a second here.
That's why I like him. And I forgot he was on it. Yeah, I'm not I don't follow NFL a lot, okay? I follow more football, even though we saw Notre Dame lost to Ohio State. We all know that was going to happen. Ohio State's a better team. But anyways.
Wow, hot take. Listen, you're not wrong. Ohio State was the better team at the end of the day there. Yeah. Sean likes his Alabama Crimson Tide. So if he is going Commanders +6 here against the Eagles, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Jaden Daniels lights up the show. I think he's going to really showcase how great of a quarterback he is. I think it's going to be tight. I'm not going to take the Commanders necessarily at a +6. I think they're going to win this game, but I think it'll probably be a little bit closer. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not a field goal difference in this game because of the Eagles defense. But I like the Commanders as well, Sean. I think there's an upset here. I picked Commanders against the Lions in the upset.
I mean, imagine having Eagles go to Super Bowl again.
No, the Phillies can't be back. No more Phillies teams and Philly teams in the World Series. Yeah, that's not going to happen. The Washington Commanders in the Super Bowl would be something else. Absolutely. I like them. I like the Commanders in this matchup. I don't know why. There's just something special about the team this year. As my cat is freaking out in the box over there. Let's go to 6:30 p.m. Sabine. Cats, man. We got the Buffalo Bills versus the the Kansas City Chiefs. 6:30 p.m.
The Taylor Swift's what would Taylor Swift's football team name be? The Chiefs? The Taylor Swift Chiefs?
The Swifts. How about we say that?
The Taylor Swift Swifts?
The Kansas City Swifts. No, listen, let's be honest here. The Taylor Swift effect in Kansas City is real.
We all know she's going to be there.
Real. We know she's going to be there.
She's going to be ready to until the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Oh, Sean.
Bills or Chiefs? Oh God.
The point spread tight. 1.2. 1.2 points.
That's so. See, I'm gonna have a harder time with this. Yeah,
it's hard to bet against the Chiefs, man. That's the problem.
I mean, I like the Bills. I like Bills. I mean, personally, I like the Bills more than the Chiefs. I'm not a Chiefs fan, but like the tail's such effective.
It's real. It's fucking real. Yeah. Oh,
who are you going?
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
You go first.
You go first. I go first. Who goes first? Okay.
Make it easy for me.
This is going to be another close game.
It's going to be a close game. I hope these games are close this weekend. we don't want to.
God damn it! You know what? Give me the Buffalo Bills.
Ooh, really?
Give me the Buffalo Bills. I think. I think that there's going to be something. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to make a mistake later in the game. He's going to be put in a real tough spot in the Bills defense, which is fantastic. Is going to come up with a pick or something. It's going to come down to defense. I don't think it's going to be the offenses. I don't think Josh Allen's going to have a great game. I don't think Patrick Mahomes is going to have a great game. I think it's going to be tight. I think the over-under 48 points seems like a lot in total for this game. Yeah, give me the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh boy.
I want to go with. I wish. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
I have a feeling that was coming. Yeah. I mean, you can't bet against Taylor and Travis.
I can, but I mean, you got.
I can do it, but I'm not gonna do it.
I can. Yeah.
Oh man.
Even though I like the Bills better, the Chiefs are gonna. I think the Chiefs are gonna go. They're gonna. I don't know.
So your Super Bowl is Chiefs versus Commanders. Which, by the way, that sounds like a really dope Super Bowl when you hear the names of the teams. Chiefs versus Commanders. And then I got Buffalo versus Commanders. The Bills versus the Commanders.
We all watch the Eagles. Eagles are gonna make it. Just watch.
Oh, listen. A lot of people are talking
about Jalen Hurts is gonna get MVP in the Super Bowl.
Man, I mean,
if he can
comeback player here, like if he was able to do it, that'd be pretty great. There's just something about this Washington Commanders team.
I don't
what
know.
They did to the Detroit Lions, like that. I did not see that.
That was surprising. As like
Detroit fell apart.
You
know. So I mean, yeah. Give me Bills. Give me Commanders. I don't like it though.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. It's because these games are going to be so tight. Oh man. Oh. All right, folks.
Well, I think this halftime Super Bowl is going to be great though. We have Kendrick playing, and then I just saw SZA is going to play with him. Give me some SZA. I love SZA. She's a great singer.
You just said the name, and I was like, I was already picturing what that would look like. Absolutely incredible. Folks, that was your PTC pick. All right, Sean, let's get into our next topic here, which, of course, let's get into the NBA a little bit.
Swish.
Into some hoops here. Now, we'll start with the headline that has been kind of capturing the NBA right now, which is Jimmy Butler being an absolute drama queen. Are we surprised?
No. It's Jimmy Butler. So he's always acted like this,
So he and Pat Riley down in Miami are having a really tough time. They're having a tough time getting along. Jimmy Butler requested a trade away from the team. Pat Riley basically denied it. And now Jimmy Butler, as of this evening, was like, I'm not flying with the team. I'm not practicing with the team until I get traded to either, you ready? This is what he's saying. I want to go to Phoenix with Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal. which I think Kevin Durant has already dealt with this with James Harden in Brooklyn, and is like, I don't want anything
near that. I don't think he wants to do that again. Like after the James Harden situation, yeah.
Yeah. The other team I believe that he said was Golden State to go to the Warriors.
No.
The team he said he wants nothing to be a part of was the Memphis Grizzlies. He wants nothing to do with the Memphis Grizzlies, which confuses me.
What? I was confused. Why the Memphis Grizzlies?
Why not go to Memphis? Like, is there a player? Is it Dylan Brooks? He doesn't like Dylan Brooks.
Is it John Morant?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, does he wants to be the star guy on a team? Which it's like, so it's
Jimmy, you're not a star player in any team. I'm sorry, but if you act like
fair, in Miami, it's the Tyler Hero Bam Adebayo show right now.
Yeah.
Like, those two have been incredible in Miami. Like, they don't need Jimmy Butler. Let's be honest here.
I think Jimmy wants to be like he wants to be like a Steph Curry or like a Kevin Durant or I don't know. I'm trying to think of names that could be like a number one.
But if he wants to be those guys, why go to teams with that player? Right? If he wants to be Mr. Standout, I don't know, go to Toronto.
Go to Portland.
He wants to win a championship. Yeah, he wants to win a championship.
Of course
that's what his end goal is.
Yeah.
And that's what James Harden thought he was doing. He was like, yeah, trade me to the Clippers. Trade me over here. Trade me to the Philadelphia 76ers.
That's not how that works.
Now what happened? No, it's not how that works, right?
I mean, look at the Boston Celtics as what they did with the past like 6 or 7 years of building up and then having Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, and all these other great guys.
Derek White from the Memphis Grizzlies. They snagged him for almost nothing other than Marcus Smart. But that was a good trade.
I miss Marcus Smart, but
he'd be a bench guy though, and he didn't want to be a bench guy.
Yeah. He didn't deserve to be a bench guy though. He's much better bench. I'm glad where he is now. I hope he does. Where's he again? I forget. He's in
Memphis. Yeah, I think he's on the Grizzlies. Yeah. Which, listen, I don't understand this Memphis Grizzlies hate. I don't understand it. Like, it's a great franchise. They've really tried to do their best. They had Steven Adams there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Another team you'd think Jimmy Butler would have on his list would be the Oklahoma City Thunder with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Chet Holmgren and those guys. Like, they are literally one trade away from being the clear Western Conference favorites. I would say one trade away.
Yeah.
Because the Lakers, I mean, if Jimmy Butler wanted to go out and play with LeBron, I don't think Anthony Davis wants to deal with any of that.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like, you can't put all stars on together, and it messes like what they did with the Rockets, like you said, with putting James Harden and I'm blanking on his name again. We just talked about.
Oh, in Houston?
Yeah. Kevin Durant.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, in Brooklyn, yeah.
In Brooklyn, when they did try to get an All-Star team again.
Yeah, Kyrie.
With Kyrie as well. It's like that did not work as well. You can't do that. You got to build your team.
Is it fair to say that the era of the big three is coming to a close? Now that we're seeing Steph Curry get older and Klay Thompson's gone. And like, I feel like when Klay Thompson left for Dallas, the era of the big three has kind of fallen apart.
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Brayton Pritchard.
But that's what I'm saying, right?
Or Derek White, or Celtics have that. They just need.
See, this is the thing.
See, all the players on the Celtics, like, really good. They can't be the big three because they're the big, whatever, how many players are on the team. 24.
That's right. Yeah. Big five on the court. Yeah,
essentially. Big five.
I was gonna say, yeah, the Celtics really they kind of broke the mold. They had Kevin Durant and Paul Pierce and Ray Allen with Rajon Rondo and stuff, but everybody said they had a big three. They really didn't because
Like,
each one of those guys
is there any-
contributed in their
Is
own
there
way.
any big three currently
I mean, I guess you could argue
with Golden State?
guys still maybe a little bit with Draymond, Steph. Not really though. Not really. Maybe no, I can't even say Phoenix. I can't even say the Phoenix Suns have that. I think San Antonio is getting closer with Victor Wembanyama and Stefan Castle and those guys. I think
The
slowly
Nuggets?
but surely. That's
No.
Jamal Murray, Jokic, and Michael Porter Jr. or Aaron Gordon.
Russell,
I mean, that's like the Celtics, though. That's like
you got Westbrook on there too.
yeah, but what Russell Westbrook doesn't count at this point.
Not anymore. I'm just saying, like
that was other than the Celtics, that was probably where the big three really stood up was in Oklahoma City when it was Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook. That was a solid big three that was going on there at that time. That was also at the same time as
how long is the Porzingis out for?
I thought Porzingis was coming back soon here because that's true. You could consider Kristaps Porzingis as a part of a big three in Boston.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think. But he hasn't showed because of his injuries. I mean, he kind of showed it last year a little bit, but like I think Al Horford is a better big three than Porzingis, in my opinion. But
Horford, Tatum, and Brown.
But Horford's not going to be much rounder playing for the NBA more than Porzingis, though.
You wouldn't say Sam Hauser's a part of that big three. You wouldn't say that Sam Hauser's.
Not yet.
I think Peyton Pritchard's definitely more of that piece.
Honestly, he's like I'm going to say right. He should be the best comeback player of the year.
Yeah, you know what? I was
like
thinking
his improvement in the past 2-3 years. Like, of course, people were making fun of how bad he was. But like, he improved a lot.
I mean, he's definitely would be my choice for sixth man of the year. You know, the guy that comes off the bench and plays that sixth role for the Celtics for sure.
Yeah, that too.
Comes in at those big moments. I just don't know with Jimmy Butler what the deal is, and you know what his end goal is here. I mean, if he's looking for an NBA championship in 2025, it's just not going to happen.
No,
you know, and he's at this point too. I mean, you look back at it now, the Philadelphia 76ers really dodged a bullet, and so did the Chicago Bulls by getting rid of him after a couple of years each, because especially the Chicago Bulls.
I feel like he's trying to be a Blake Griffin.
Yeah, it has the same vibes as Blake Griffin, doesn't it? It like in terms of how the media is covering it.
I think Blake Griffin's a better player than Jimmy Butler, but
yeah, overall, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean Blake Griffin kind of backed that up over the years too. But anyway, so we'll see what happens with Jimmy there.
Yeah. So speaking of dunking
on things, I'm telling you, Sean, what are your thoughts on the dunk competition this year here? Because the media is not like
can it not be boring like last year?
You don't want to see Mac McClung, who doesn't even play in the NBA but plays in the G League.
I want to see Jaylen Brown do the most basic dunk and not do anything cool. Like
absolute missed opportunity. Absolute fucking missed opportunity right there for Jaylen to like skyrocket himself in terms of that dunk competition. It just didn't pan out that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's in dunk contests again?
We got Stephon Castle. Some guy from the Chicago Bulls.
Matej, what's his name?
Matej, yeah. He was a Croatian basketball player. Yeah, he just came in recently. And then
who's the other dude?
Andre Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
From the I'm probably botching the first name. It's either Andrew Andre. From the Milwaukee Bucks. He's the one I'm most excited about of any of them personally, maybe other than Stephon Castle, because as you said, Sean,
I
Stephon
think
has like the most dunks.
I think I'm more excited to see Castle, but like I don't, honestly I don't know. Like after the few years, like we haven't had much good dunks. Just like so basic and like what happened to the good old day of dunking?
Vince Carter years, the Dwight Howard early years, the
It's
Blake
also the
Griffin,
the judges like in the past few years. I mean the judges last year was okay. Good to see Candace Parker on there finally. But like before that, the past like who like they need people, the judges that actually played basketball, and not like sports commentators. Like get Shaq
Stephen
in
A.
that.
Smith, Stephen A. Smith, like get some personalities out there.
Leave Candace Parker there.
Absolutely.
Get Vince Carter.
Kendrick Perkins.
Or get Vince Carter. Get Vince Carter.
Yep, that'd be good. That'd be really good. Yeah, I mean, Jackson's probably one of the few that I'm excited about because of his time at UConn, just watching him dunk when he was in college. But I mean, you're right. Stephon Castle's kind of the one that sticks out the most. I'm more excited about 3-point competition if we see a Sabrina.
Like
Steph Curry,
after seeing last year's 3-point, like just not even the regular one, but seeing Steph versus Sabrina, like it was like one of the best parts of All-Star Weekend. And I hope they're doing it again this year.
So, in terms of competition night, you would like to see, and I'm on board with you here.
Yeah,
you'd like to see the slam dunk contest come before the 3-point contest. Make the 3-point contest the premier event of the night.
Yeah, I mean, especially if everyone loved seeing Sabrina versus Steph, just do it again. And of course, like again, we talked about this before. Get Caitlin Clark and I don't know, Asia Wilson or someone, and have Steph Curry with like what we said before.
But with Sabrina and then Caitlin Clark with whoever else shooting threes. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, you think about nowadays too, like when we were growing up, you and I were just shooting the ball in the backyard, we never really focused on doing dunks. It was like who can hit the furthest 3-point shot, who can drain the three to take the lead. Like the Carmelo 3-point. I mean, as a kid growing up, it was never about dunks. It was about hitting the big 3-point shot to win the game or to take the lead. So this whole narrative that the slam dunk contest is true to the modern generation of kids and adults who watch and go out there and play the game.
Yeah.
I would argue that the 3-point contest relates more to youth basketball and to us growing up than the dunk competition, personally. And I think that was different in the 90s because in the 90s, you had the Reebok pumps, you had Nike sneakers. It was totally different. Like dunking was a new thing because Jordan in college started dunking and Patrick Ewing started dunking.
Yeah.
And then, you have the Larry Birds and everybody else who were famous. But now looking back, you look at some of those great 3-point shooters from years ago and you're like, wow, I want to shoot like that. Working in an elementary school, 2-3 years ago, when I was outside watching the kids play pickup basketball during recess, it was never about, let's see if we can lower the hoop and dunk. It was like, no, let's do a 3-point contest and let's see how many we can make.
Yeah, I mean, it was both. I mean, I love lowering. Like my old house in Exeter, we would lower the hoop and we dunked as for fun, but we also, like you said, did the 3-point stuff.
And it was more. It's just more fun. So I think in terms of changing generation, I know I'm getting deep on this, but I think the 3-point contest relates more to youth basketball today than it ever has. Because of people like Steph Curry, because of Klay Thompson and the Splash Brothers, because of, I'm trying to think about another great 3-point shooter that's been out there in the NBA recently. Tyler Hero. I guess you could throw Tyler Hero into that mix too.
I was going to say Luka.
Luka Doncic. Yeah, absolutely. So the 3-point shooter has really taken on a whole new magnitude here. So I would like to see the 3-point contest kind of like take the lead.
I mean,
in this All-Star game.
Yeah, I think we're going to see more than just. I mean, recently I saw Caitlin Clark, recent video of her shooting
Love
threes.
that.
Well, she was doing 50 or 60 threes, and she like missed only 3 of them. I'm like,
Yeah.
is that showing her just practicing, or is she getting ready for the 3-point contest?
Well, Sabrina did the same thing last year, right? She did that whole YouTube video about her, or like it was surfacing on Reels and stuff and TikTok. I can't believe I just used TikTok there.
I don't think it's Caitlin Clark's in the Unraveled stuff, right?
I believe so. Yeah, you want to talk about the Unraveled. This is a good segue because that was really our only other NBA talking point.
Yeah.
The Unraveled stuff is interesting.
It's literally this literally started this month. First time in forever, founded by who was it founded by? We just talked about it. Hold on, I can look it up.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, it seems like an interesting concept that they're trying to like.
Yeah, so if people don't know, it's like a 3-on-3 league. Oh, okay. Co-founded by Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart, and it makes sense. Like I like what they're doing. Like kind of in between. Like if they keep doing this, it'll be in between seasons until the WNBA. So gonna have, but it's also I'm gonna say it kind of takes away from watching college basketball that's going on right now.
Right.
But it also gives a chance for people to actually go and watch more games for them. Like I like what they're doing for their money, but also at the same time, like, okay, if we're not doing that, can we just add more games to the WNBA season?
That's kind of where I'm thinking too, is like just add more games in there. And it's also going to butt up against March Madness too. Like selection and the beginning of the tournament.
Well, I think we talked about earlier. We said the schedule was like at least 9 weeks.
Yeah, it's about 9 weeks of fall. Yeah.
So it started. I'm looking right now. So started on Friday, last Friday, and it goes. Yep. I'm going all the way to March 17th. So the finals is March 17th.
Wow, that's like part of March Madness.
Yeah, which I wish they did it a little bit earlier, honestly, or maybe they should have waited after. When does I should know when the WNBA season starts?
But this is important. This is an important point too, is that they're running into a little bit of what TGL golf is right now, which is we have indoor golf, we have Tiger Woods, we have all these players out here, but there's also the players coming up. There's going to be the Masters coming up in the spring, and it's kind of like TGL is really cool in between the off season when it's cold out and stuff. But listen, once the big golf matches start, these guys aren't going to be playing TGL. They're going to be out on the course. So
the WNBA season starts in May. So it's like so May 16th. So I mean, honestly, if they want to get much viewers, I'm sure they're getting viewers now, because people want to go see more. Like people want to go see Caitlin, Kate Martin, AJ Wilson play, whatever. Brianna Stewart. They're gonna go watch them, but also like at the same time, people want to go watch college people like me. I want to go see Paige Beckers play, which she's doing right now.
Women's NCAA basketball tournament is going to be insane. It's going to be really, really good. And I think that with it butting up against that, it's going to run into the problem of viewership.
Like if you want to get the viewers, it wouldn't be make sense kind of do it like a little bit after the finals.
Yeah, like it doesn't have to be 9 weeks.
It doesn't have to. It could be a month.
Well, isn't the NBA Summer League with the rookies? That's like a month long.
We'll see how this season starts. So, like, it's the first thing they're doing. Just we'll see how it takes off. We have no idea what's going to happen in the future with this, but I like what they're doing. It's what I'm going to say.
The concept's great.
Yeah. I like the concept. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's very exciting, and of course, I was listening to some of the sports talk today, and they were talking about how Adam Silver in the NBA is exploring international outlets and international league for the NBA. I think there's definitely room for an international aspect to the WNBA. And I think that there's also an appeal to basketball right now that maybe has not existed. I know the stats and the data and the viewership would say elsewise when it comes to baseball, basketball.
I think those tickets are showing it, though.
I know, that's just it, right? Like when it comes time for the playoffs,
people are going to these games.
They are. They absolutely are. And it takes more people like Caitlin Clark, and it takes more people, not like Jimmy Butler, in order for folks to show up to these games too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's going to be fascinating to see how that plays out, especially with that timeline. But I'm telling you, very excited for men's and women's NCAA basketball this spring.
We'll definitely do our PTC picks before.
Ooh, yeah, I know. We got to do our brackets. And
we're just gonna have a full live episode, just that. So I think that was for both men's and women's. So we'll do that a little bit before. I don't know, probably
like a week out.
A week out, yeah, because that might be either we'll probably be on break, like a 2 or 3 break, since I'm going to Japan, and end of March till middle of April. So I know I'm gonna miss the games. So I'm gonna be on my phone and hopefully check in once in a while. See how my teams or people are doing. So
yeah.
Well, I'm definitely gonna be watching the beginning of it because it's not the first few rounds. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
That's right. We will see how it goes. We got your PTC picks tonight. You've got your NBA and MLB talk. Sean, we've gotten to that time of the show. We're pushing an hour. I think it's a good time to put a nice little bow on this episode with a little thing. Close the book, open the church. What's inside?
See all the people.
You can't hide what's inside. We've gotten to that part of the show. It's a little thing we like to call
plug time.
Plug time here from Paint the Chat Podcast, Paint the Chat Podcast, and of course the Blockade Media crew. Mr. Sean Michaud, where can the good people find you across social media?
You could follow me on Twitter at Sean Michaud, on Instagram at ItZoneZ, and maybe on Facebook, probably not. Who knows?
Yeah, I feel the same way about Facebook right now too.
I don't go to Facebook enough, but
it wanted to suggest political people, and I said, tell me what to do. So
let's not get into political stuff, please.
Well, we're not going to get into it. I just want to throw that out there. Listen, check to make sure you're not following, people that you didn't plan to follow. Let's just put it out that way.
I might have to do some following.
I did follow. I came to find out that I followed. Of all teams, the New York Yankees on Facebook. I did not approve of that. That was not a choice of mine. So Yankee social media, hop off. That's what I say.
Right now, we're here first, man. Robin's a Yankees fan. He's switching teams.
No,
he's not. No, he's not.
No, that's dangerous stuff.
False alarm.
You guys can follow me over here on X at X_Robin W. Vote. Of course, follow the Paint the Chat podcast crew, of course, here on X as well at Paint the Chat Pod. Over on Instagram as well, our Instagram stories. This episode, you'll be seeing clips of it across social media as well, leading up to this Sunday, Buffalo Bills versus Kansas City Chiefs for the AFC Championship, and the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Washington Commanders for the NFC Championship, to see who goes to New Orleans.
Take a deep breath, man.
A lot of words there. We want to thank you all for tuning in this evening. We will see you next week. And hey, until then, bet safe. Bet safe out there.
Please. Don't get in trouble.
Folks, no. Don't get in trouble. And also, don't interpret somebody. It's not a good look.
Learn some Chinese. Some Japanese.
We'll see you all soon. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy your picks. See you later.
Later. Peace out.
Peace out.